Hello and good afternoon. Welcome to another video from TW White & Sons Mazda. Okay, here we are today. A very special car. So this is a 2015 on a 65 plate Mazda MX-5. This would have been the very first of this generation of MX-5, if you like. It came around the very end of 2015. Hard to believe this is a 10-year-old shape now. That Mazda still produced the car. It still looks very similar. It's had a couple of minor tweaks over the years, but fundamentally still the same car underneath. And Mazda's approach to the MX-5 is very much if the recipe for it isn't broke, so doesn't need fixing as such. So really wonderful little cars these. This particular one has the 1.5 litre 131 PS petrol engine. They have one of the most fabulous 6-speed manual gearboxes you'll ever use. It's a really willing little engine, these. I think with the misconception of sports cars is the bigger the engine the better. However, when this car first came out, nearly every journalist wanted the 1.5 over the 2 litre. That's the two engine choices you can have with one of these. And the 1.5 is a fabulous little engine. It revs a little bit freer. They can be a little bit more tail happy if you're driving really enthusiastically, which some people, believe is a plus. I'm probably in that group of people as well. Now this particular car is finished in Sol Red. It is a one-owner vehicle. Now that is exceptionally rare for an MX-5. It's covered around 44,000 miles, something like that. It's got a good service history behind it, a mixture of Mazda and independent, but drives very well. Condition's lovely, and very rare to have this as a one-owner. MX-5s are that sort of that car that you buy with your heart and not your head, and more often than not people change them after 18 months or 2 years. So to find a one-owner car at 10 years old is exceptionally rare. There's a couple of very small marks around the car. We're going to have those dealt with before it leaves us, but it's in sterling condition for what is now a 10-year-old vehicle. If we come to the back of the car, you have a little push button to release the boot in these, and you get a good sized boot for what the car is. Everyone anticipates the MX-5 boot being almost non-existent, but you could get probably a large suitcase in there, or maybe a couple of smaller bags. And the giveaway for these being 1.5 and 2 litre, you'll notice the 1.5 here has slightly smaller alloy wheels. I think they're an inch smaller than they are on the 2 litre. Even things like the door edges, all in wonderful condition. That is such a rare thing with these cars, because the doors are a decent size, typical of a sort of 2-door car. You get this wonderful black leather interior. You'll notice on the side of the headrest there, you've got the little BOSE speakers, and yeah, car's in lovely condition. It has been washed and hoovered for photos. It's going to be fully valeted. There's a couple of little marks on the steering wheel we're going to get off just from, I think the previous owners had some hand cream on or something like that. We'll get rid of all of that, and the rest of the car is in wonderful order. If you haven't seen the soft top in one of these, it's a really simple solution. You push this little handle here with your thumb, pull the clamp back like that, the windows auto drop, and then you can actually manually just push it back, jump out of the car, and then when you push down here, it'll click into place, and roof up or roof down. It is a wonderful looking little car, and been a hugely important car for Mazda, the MX-5. I believe to this day is still the best selling 2-seat sports car in the world, and yeah, hugely important vehicle for us as a dealership and Mazda in general. The car's been through our workshop already. We do a 101-point health and safety check on all our cars before they come into stock. Be supplied with a 12-month Mazda warranty. That's included in the advertised cost of the car. And we can offer nationwide delivery. If you don't want to miss out on such a rare car, particularly at this price point. I can't remember us having one of these under £12,000 before, but fabulous value, and just in time for the sun to come out as well. This is probably the first day this year we've seen the sun, so it feels appropriate to do the photos and the video of this car today. If we jump in, I'll show you the multimedia system. Like all modern Mazdas, it's a push button start, so you have to dip the clutch pedal, press that button one time, and the car comes into life. You'll see there 44,232 miles, so very low, and incredibly rare to be that low at 10 years old. You have DAB digital radio here, Bluetooth hands-free telephone, also does audio streaming, and integrated navigation. So this is not smartphone enabled. Loads of manufacturers have moved to just smartphone enabled sat nav, meaning you're using your own phone, your own data, and if you're in an area that is low signal and you don't have any data, you don't have any navigation. So Mazda believe you still want an integrated nav, which you have with this car. Climate control, air conditioning system. We supply all our cars with 2 keys, twin USB. The little section down here houses the SD card. Heated seats. You do get cruise control, get automatic lights, automatic wipers, everything that you'd expect of a modern car. And that's it, that's our MX-5. If you've got any other questions, please feel free to pick up the phone to us. We've taken lots of photos, so do have a look at those. But if you want additional images or anything like that, if you're going to be travelling a distance or even consider having the car delivered to you, let us know. We'll gladly provide them. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully we'll speak soon. Cheers.